So many people say they can keep a conversation going, but they struggle to start a conversation, and that's what I'm going to help you with today. This is my chat framework. It's so simple, it's easy to remember. It'll feel like a natural conversation. It won't feel like an interview or a presentation. And if you practice this, it will make your life so much better because being able to start a conversation is such an underrated skill. It gives you unlimited opportunities, unlimited networking opportunities, unlimited dating opportunities, unlimited friendship opportunities, because all of these things are based on the people that you know, right? You've heard this saying. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Well, you have to be able to start conversations in order to get to know people. Like so many people say they hate small talk, but like small talk is how you get to know new people. Okay, so let's go through the framework. All right, so the C is to comment on what's around you. So you want your conversation to feel like it's relevant to the moment. A lot of people, they memorize a script before they start a conversation. This isn't what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to make it relevant to the situation you're in. You want it to feel natural. So you have to train yourself to pay attention in these situations that you want to start a conversation. So you can comment on what's around you. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're at a coffee shop and the person next to you gets the cold brew. And you always get the cold brew. You love the cold brew. You would say like, oh, I saw you get the cold brew. I always get that here. So you are commenting on what's around you and you highlighted something about yourself. I always get that here. So this is important too. You don't want it to feel like an interview. If you're just asking questions and not revealing anything about yourself, then it will feel like an interview. But if you comment on what's around you and highlight something about yourself, now it's starting to feel like a two-way conversation. Okay, so those are the first two steps. Then you would assess if they want to talk to you, because some people don't want to talk to you, and that's completely okay. You have to be comfortable with trying to start a conversation and them not wanting to talk to you, because you can only get to the people who actually want to talk to you by being okay with the rejection. So assess if they want to talk to you. You can determine that by like their body language, right? So if they put their headphones in, that person probably doesn't want to talk to you. But if they open up and they're like, oh yeah, the cold brew here is amazing, then they do want to talk to you, right? And if it seems like they do want to talk to you, you move on to T, which is toss it back to them by asking a question. So same coffee shop example, you could just be like, oh, I saw you were working on your laptop. Do you work from home? So simple question, and just like that, you started a natural conversation that is dependent on the situation, because this works anywhere. Because if you want to develop great social skills, you should be able to start a conversation anywhere. And that'll completely change your life, because you'll no longer have this fear in the back of your mind that like, oh, I can't move to a new city or take on a new job because then I have to meet new people. Those things can't hold you back anymore, because if you have the structure and you practice this, it becomes a lot easier. But a lot of people overthink it. So I wrote a PDF guide on how to stop overthinking. You can get it with the link in the description. But even though it won't be easy at first, because you'll feel uncomfortable doing it. It'll take some practice to get outside of your comfort zone. Of course it will. Even though it won't be easy at first, it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.